You guys, just training for a 5K. It'll happen right after my 50th birthday. Anyway, as I was running, I was thinking about how free I am from other people's voices inside of my head. And true freedom comes from when you hear either your intuition or God is speaking loving, loving, loving devotional messages to you throughout the day. And gosh, I just recently had this incredible a release of a layer, like a really, really deep layer that was within my heart, where I was hearing lies, and those lies kept looping and looping. I kept believing them. And here's what they were saying to me. They were saying to me that it was like I was stuck, like that there was no way. There was no way out of this loop. There was no other voice. Like I kept trying to hear, like, what is my authentic voice? What is the truth that is in me, that is guidance that I need for this moment? And through a deep, amazing, powerful prayer that was answered, I started to really like hear God's clarity, and how that was just being handed to me in the ways of, like, this is the true abundance, like God's clarity, God's word, God's whispers, God's truth, God's prophecies, the messages that God is sending to you all the time. But the truth is there's so many interferences. So over the years, I have cleared out my parents' voices, my ancestors' voices, my coach's voice, my old coach that, I had so many challenges deciphering, like, what's real, what's lie. Most recently, it was, and I say this with love, my husband's voice, my stepson's voice. I have cleared out my ex-husband's voice that used to be inside of my head, echoing and echoing and echoing and blocking me from the truth of who I am. So the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because if you are in a season where you really, 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 really are seeking that deepest, most sacred, most powerful, like unconditional connection to yourself, and that connection comes through God, and God's got the pathway, the answers, the directions to every place that you want to go. And if you are in a season where you are feeling like the future's calling you, like, oh, so fast, like the other calling, all of that, and you don't know what to listen, also listening to your head, and inside of your head are all of these thoughts, reoccurring thoughts that are so here's how it works. Your mind perceives a reality, and it says that it's true, and then your body responds to that with actions that are quote unquote true. So you believe that these things are true, but they're flat out absolute lies. Don't go another minute listening to or taking action from the voices that are inside of your head telling you anything but that you are extraordinary, you are powerful, you are chosen, you are loved, you are sought after by God, um uh you have been chosen to create whatever it is that you want, and you're 100% provided for in that. And if you are like me, you're like, if you have a prayer for freedom and you don't know how to create that within yourself, I have been shown that through God. God chose me to show me how to free myself from everything, every possible manipulation that there could be under the sun. And because I have been entrusted with this wisdom, I am here to share it with you. So if you feel the calling in your heart to go deeper on this with me, please feel free to book a 20-minute call and I will share with you your own personal recipe because everybody has the secret for cracking the code on the matrix is essentially that you do need to free yourself. Okay, that's just flat out, like, that has to happen, but it's in a collaboration with the divine, and there are specific steps that everybody has that are unique to them. So this is like your secret recipe for cracking the code on the matrix, which begins, of course, with understanding that, hey, it's all mind control and it's all being used to control you, and crack out of that stuff. So I don't know, hit me up if it feels aligned for you. Have a great day. Thanks for being part of my community.